I just wanted to talk a bit about this new book, Peony in Love, and how I came to write it, and then a little bit about the opera that was behind it, the sort of backstory. I first came across this story when I was asked by Vogue magazine to write a piece on a production of the Peony Pavilion that Lincoln Center was mounted in the year 2000. And this was the first time that this entire Chinese opera, it's really China's greatest love story, their Romeo and Juliet, had been put on, all 55 scenes, all 25 hours, in 200 years. And when the Chinese government heard that it was in fact going to be the full, uncensored opera, they wouldn't let the sets out, they wouldn't let the costumes out, they wouldn't let the singers out, and for a whole year the production was held up. But eventually it did finally come to New York, and they did have all 25 hours. And I did write this piece. And as I was doing the research about the Peony Pavilion, the opera, I kept coming across what were called lovesick maidens. And these were these young girls in the 17th century in China who loved the opera. They were never allowed to see it, they could only read it. And when they read the opera, they would catch cases of lovesickness and waste away and die. These were girls sort of 13 to 16 years old. And I thought, well, okay, the belief was that the words of this opera and the emotions in this opera were so strong that they would kill these girls. And I thought, well, okay, you know, that's kind of weird. And I just kind of tucked it away in the back of my mind and went on and finished Dragon Bones. And then I started working on Snowflower and the Secret Fan. I have you guys know so you've read it. So when I was working on Snowflower, which is about these women who invent this secret writing system, who are living in seclusion, who use this writing as a way, in a sense, to fly out of this window in this upstairs room where they're confined, to reach across the fields and find other women who will listen to them, who will hear them, who will finally know these women for who they are. I thought it wasn't enough just to know about those women and their secret writing and the way that they lived. I felt like I needed to put them into some kind of perspective.